Buy low, sell high, as above, so below. He did the exact opposite over and over. Prove me
Honorable people that act in good faith, that have nothing to hide, do not break the law to hide information from their clients, slaves, concubines. Whatever happened to transparency, diversity, equity, and delusion, all BS. I hope that we can at least agree that Milton Lefton is currently 91 years old, and in my opinion, of diminished capacity and of a malicious spirit manifesting itself in the form of breaching his fiduciary duty. The people manifest the ruling duty to protect trust, property, and malicious gross negligence violations to me personally and my civil rights in the form of willfully ignoring his duty of loyalty, obligation to inform, duty to disclose, and is therefore also a severe breach of trust. I have been dragged into this crash as well as all of the previous going back to 1991. I cannot demonstrate this due to the fact that my financial advisor and his firm refused to provide me with online access to my accounts or any historical data other than what I have attached. Trust number one was allegedly established in 1985. 500 crash, 2009 equals 6,009, 794 of the bottom, 2007 unknown, won't tell current balance 33,000, 2009 something happened, was my portfolio dumped at the bottom of the market and sunk it into the very same thing that created and crashed the housing market bubble, a mortgage-backed security. Why can I not get any answers? Did he then force me to then spend that money on rent and rate offs to let the trust make a down payment and my rent pay off my mortgage? 30 years, every single time I moved I begged to let me build equity and stop forcing me to pay for everybody else's mortgage. 30 years of this abuse I have suffered, considering how much of my family's generational wealth Barnett Foundation has been donated to the World Economic Forum causes and the slogan of you will own nothing and like it. Trust not traded, not actively grown, just the opposite divested after mom died 2009. Then in 2018, when in hindsight I should have realized how bad this was, when I had black mold growing in my apartment and was told to resign my lease. When I refused in writing, I was then defunded and prevented from traveling with my Wested Chicago rent and utility. 38-1 in favor of the US dollar would have gone a long way in providing me some financial freedom. Seeing the world was also not what he wanted for me. Building my RVR team in Sri Lanka was going to be a repeat of friends. Over50.com, investments in all of our focus publicly traded companies was out of the question as well as documented. I got to Vegas in 2018, was refused down payments for rent, mortgages more times. My storage fees are $1,000 a month. I do not have access to my clothes, belongings, work, hardware, or furniture. Chicago stuff has been in storage since 2018, eating up $500 a month due to being refused shipment fees. Bought new stuff against my rewritten trust disbursement that I traded my freedom for, forcing me to liquidate that too. Truly evil and cruel and obviously intentional, meant to traumatize me further. 2020 I started asking questions again. 2021 I started demanding answers. The more I asked, the less I got, and then I got punished, defunded, and rendered homeless. That was a year ago. Despite his best efforts, I still had over $1 million combined between both trusts at the beginning of the year. That is no longer the case. He certainly got his fees and fees for his attorney partner in crime. I complained, he ignored me, lost me 180,000 plus, and it's still billing me and more. I have zero rights. I still demand the answers. Innocent people who have done nothing wrong do not break laws to further cover their crimes. So if trust number one was open with 5 fund trying and grew to overwhelming June in 2007, how not ignored? Then how I am still being refused any answers? Why is it not tandem out with such an amazing investment strategy? Phasier, what happened? How I is only worth 33K today. June 23, 2009 is the day he did it. Cashed out trust number one at the bottom of the 2008 trash. Finally, how about some basic math? Did I not in writing clearly state that exactly this would happen? Why, yes, I do believe I did.